these conditions are pretty close to as miserable as you can get for playing rugby league.
Absolutely appalling. You know, up the southern end, the mud's almost ankle deep, but Illawarra tipped their hand there, an early kick, and I think Norths have got to just hang in this half, while Illawarra's got to persist with the kicking game and hope to come up with early points.
Gary Larson to play it just inside North Sydney's territory.
The kick from Hampson straight away there. As John said, Illawarra showing they're going to kick the ball, but it's a good place to kick because most of your players are already down in front of the fullback, so they just had to go forward and immediately there to make the tackle.
And Gale puts his first kick of the afternoon in. Jason Moon back there. He took that very confidently. Here's Hampson. That was a shocking pass for Hampson. Pressure on Illawarra early on. The scrum won by Norths. Good tackle. All the hands slipped out of the tackle almost of Hampson, but he got up there and finished the tackle on Conlon. Penalty against Illawarra, up inside the 5. And this will give North Sydney a great opportunity to post the first points of the match. Getting the Illawarra Raz as Conlon lifts it high, and it's straight, and it's 2 points. And North Sydney are leading Illawarra by 2 points to 0.
There's John Doherty, usually the North Sydney captain, former Illawarra Sterler. Back at home.
Former Western Suburbs player with Warren Boland.
Been around as Joe Cool. And last year he played very strongly against Illawarra for Norths when he came down here. So they're quite happy to not see him out on the field against them today.
He once said he was the best player you'd ever played with.
John, he was a very, very talented player. Dory still is. Still has that superb acceleration off the mark.
The great thing is that, of course, he's still playing, and I don't know what age he admits to.
But I'm in the old man's home. They let me out on Saturdays.
Illawarra through Russell. Russell's gone straight through. He's got Rodwell in support. He goes on his own. Good run from Russell. Perhaps he could have given it to Rodwell, though. Very hard, though, on this muddy field to know what to do. As Illawarra take it ahead through Morrissey. Gregory looking for runners. Beaven's there, and Beaven drags him to the ground. Wishart. Schifilliti. Gregory putting the kick up again. Kiss getting underneath it. Kiss takes it well on the full in the in-goal area.
The first few minutes, Steve Hampson was involved in everything and looking very, very keen, and North were giving him the balls to allow him to take part in the play.
It's Hardy, just inside Illawarra's territory. It's good football. Gregory comes out to Russell. Quickly to Rodwell. Quick hands needed here as Moon gets it. Moon's over the halfway. He's got the lake in front of him. Moon comes down to the quarter line. Conlon did very well. What a good fullback's tackle that was.
Great football by Rodwell to get it moving, and Jason Moon did everything right. He didn't force a silly pass.
Russell held that pass up well for Schifilliti. Now Morrissey. They're only about 18 metres out here, the Steelers. They're playing good football. Hanson, away it comes. This is Gregory. Oh, and the pass, it's intercepted. Now what are they going to do? Can they catch Scotty Gale? He's over the halfway. Giving chases Wishart. Wishart's got him, but Florimo's got the pass, and Florimo's going to race away and score. Rodwell will keep him out towards the touchline, but a good try to North Sydney after Gale's intercept, and North lead 6-0.
Let's look at the intercept. Gregory trying to get away the long cutout pass. Gale read it all the way. Gale always knew what he was doing. In fact, one of the players leaving a boot behind, but I don't think it was Gale. Florimo it was, in his socks, chasing after, but a perfect pass here at the last moment. Gale changing direction just to put Wishart off. Otherwise, Wishart would have gathered him in, and maybe Florimo wouldn't have reached. But the change of direction just gave Gale enough time to pick up Florimo.
North Sydney's youngest ever captain. He scored 4 tries this year. And he would be very tired, having run almost the length of the field, but of course he's managed to do it with only 1 boot on. How many times will he score a try with 1 boot on? He hasn't taken it back very far. The kick is not good enough though, and so the score remains after 20 minutes play. North Sydney 6, Illawarra 0. Gale, Hanson, he's gone with it. Last tackle against North Sydney. Gale, the kick charged down, and they've got possession here, Illawarra. That was good football.
Good work by Schifilliti.
Russell now making a break. Russell.
A charge down on a kick isn't a knock on. Schifilliti did well. Knocked it down and regathered.
Here's Smith. Just outside the quarter line down North's end of the park. And the penalty goes against North's. Chance to put the Steelers on the board. Looks good off the boot. It looks good. It's there. 2 points to Illawarra. So with only a few minutes remaining in the first half, the margin is reduced to just 4 points, with North leading Illawarra by 6 points to 2. Hanson takes it up. McPhail in a dummy half, and now there'll be a penalty. It's against Illawarra. Kick from Conlon. Looks good. It's there. 2 points to North Sydney. And after 5 minutes of the second half, North's the leading Illawarra by 8 points to 2. Russell, just outside the quarter line. Illawarra with it all in front of them at the moment. They're down by 8 points to 2. Dean Hanson, a dummy half to Carberry. This is Hanson again. Andy Gregory. Gregory decides to go on his own. Gregory slips it back to Russell, and Russell can't keep the movement going, but good football. Great combination. Gregory might have scored if he kept going. Schifilliti to Gregory. Out wide it comes to Rodwell. Rodwell can't force his way over, and he can't get the pass away. Last tackle against Illawarra. Smith, Gregory puts the little brother kick in. Russell's racing through. He can't get there. They've lost it. Conlon's got it, and he can't get it back into the field of play. Play will restart with the line drop out. And the kick from Morrissey. French just allows it to bounce into the glue pot. Takes his time to pick it up. Very sure of his handling that time. Still plenty of time in this match for the Steelers. There's 20 minutes remaining. It's still North Sydney leading by 8 points to 2. Gale. Well, the tactics are simple from North Sydney. Hanson's done extremely well to leave that in the field of play, but I only hope for his sake that Moon called. And Moon's got away. Moon, can he bring it back to the quarter line? He almost did.
Well, the end result is that Steve Hampson is a genius with this bit of football. Look, the ball was outside the field of play. I hope that ball landed inside the line when he knocked it back in. It was almost on it. But a very risky piece of play by Hampson, but he came out of it looking like a superb champion footballer to have a go at that and pull it off. In these conditions, making it even more difficult. Would have looked pretty silly if no one came back and helped him out. North picked up a try.
Gregory's gone straight through. The pass to Campbell. Hugh's gone loose. And Gregory is now been penalised by the referee. The referee saying that Gregory was in an offside position.
Well, this is a vital decision by the referee because North's are going to shoot for goal right in front of the post.
Paul Conlon moves in from 33 metres out. He struck it pretty well. It's too good for Illawarra because it's 2 points for North Sydney. Conlon's kicked 3 from 4, and North's now lead by 10 points to 2.
Gregory has played well in this match, even though he made the fatal mistake in the first half, which led to Scott Gale's try with a bad pass. And I suppose that's going to be the difference between the two teams, really.
Schifilliti's kick now returned by Conlon. Hampson right underneath it on his own quarter line. He's now decided to return the kick. Well, you think when you're trailing by 8 points to try and do anything by running the football at the moment, which is what the only option I think they've got, the Steelers. Rodwell, if they've got any option.
I think you're right, David, yes. It's all very well throughout the game to try and play it down the other end of the field, but at this stage the only way Illawarra can win this game is to score a very quick try, so they've got to try and spin the ball from their own half, catch up football, but they haven't got any choice.
1.5 minutes left in the match.
North's defence has been determined. They've hung on to this lead, played it fairly well.
Now here's a chance out wide for Illawarra, but the pass has been intercepted by Tony Ray. Ray racing for the line. Tony Ray put away the glasses. He's in for a try. The replacement who's come onto the field late in the match has scored the try for North Sydney. And it's now 14 points to 2.
Well, it's virtually 2 intercepts now that have cost the game for Illawarra. The pass back on the inside, intercepted by Tony Ray, and he scoots away, and that's it. Close the gate. But I suppose Ray, jersey muddy, may have called for the ball. Maybe the Illawarra player with the ball, running it up hard there, just turning it back on the inside. May have got a bad call, may have thought it was one of his players because of the mud. Either way, Ray intercepted and scooted away. So 2 intercept tries have got North home today. They'll win the game, but I don't think they'll be raving about this performance.
Yes, I think that's all we'll see. Tony Ray, nicknamed Sniffer because he can sniff out tries. Well, there we are. Reward for coming on late in the game, and he gets a try for his troubles as well.
It was Heugh who threw the pass back on the inside. But as I say, Illawarra had to throw the ball. They were taking chances, and that's the luck of the draw in this position.
So here's Conlon from right out on the touchline, just outside that quarter line. There's the kick. It's not going to get there. Right across the face of the uprights. And so the score, North Sydney 14, leading Illawarra 2. The siren to go at any moment.
Difficult to say too much about the team performances in this game because of the conditions. Norths at least have got another win on the board, so I suppose they could say they're still in the race for the semis, but barely. They'll have to improve a lot on this performance. And Illawarra, well, they haven't been better than North today, but they have been unlucky.
The siren has rung. Tony Ray plucks the ball out of the air. He falls on the ball. The referee, Brian Grant, blows the whistle. And that's the end of the game here this afternoon at the Wollongong Showground. 2 intercept tries, really the difference between the two sides, and some good goal kicking from Paul Conlon, who's got North Sydney home.